Well, hello there. Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. Today is the 11th of May, and I got mail, which has kind of it didn't all come yesterday. You know what I mean? It probably came who knows when, but we're opening it today. And then I'm also going to show you what I got at the thrift store and what I ordered and whatever else, because that's what I'm going to do. So for now, since it's only 37 seconds in, we're going to see if people could find the video.
Not even, the computer's not even on. You got Sylvia's on there first.
Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Nancy. So I just say hi, Amy, to all those that are going to start trickling in. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Tracy. Da, da, da. Hi, Bettina. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Rena. Hi, Beverly. Who? Yeah, I said Catherine. Loretta. Cindy, Sandra, Judy, Zella, KD, Lisa, Terry. Hey, hey, everybody. Okay. Nancy. Joyce. All right, so I got a box and an envelope, and always Scott opens it for me and just sticks it in here for me to do this. So I'm going to start with the envelope because the box is heavy, and yeah. So the envelope came from Alabama. What's in here? Well, let's see. Looks like books. Whoop, whoop. We're going to read a note first. A cute little card. It's stripes. And it's colorful. And when you open it, they continue. You know, I've gotten cards that have stripes that like go the opposite ways. Ooh, this is to Tiffany and Iron Man.
Oh.
Hoping I enjoy these. And can't wait to see me do something that I've talked about, which is probably what's here. Okay. Ooh, thank you. You know who you are. And here comes another sneeze. I've been sneezing. Okay. I've been sneezing all morning. Don't know why. Maybe it's because it's only like 60 degrees outside, because the weather is has gone bipolar on us. That's randomly cold. All right, we've got Dazzling New York Beauty Sampler Book. Ooh, look at this. I have been wanting to do one of these for a long time. Wow, it really has lots of different, like they call them different things, like crocodile. Koala. Look at that one. It's almost like a Dresden in the middle with the points on the outside, but pieced. I like that. Ooh, a kangaroo. I mean, look at that. And the book comes with the paper that you can copy so that you have multiple pages, or trace onto paper or something. It comes with all the different papers.
Oh,
with all
cool.
the different styles that you would, make. It has 3 pages of it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, once I could just go over to my neighbor. Well, I don't know. I wonder if he has a scanner printer. My neighbor. That's how where I print things, is at my neighbor's house, because yes, I don't do much. So we got that again.
He does
it's
have
the
a scanner on
Dazzling New York Beauty paper piece show-stopping quilt stuff. Next is redesigned in red, white, and black. So more New York Beauty pieces and or stars. This is a Judy and Judy Niemeyer book. Ooh. Has like a weird card in it. Look at that. On that That'd be so awesome.
I think they want you to make something.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you.
Ooh, look at that one. I like that one. Someone's saying, Tiffy, take your beginner stuff up a notch. Oh, look at this. It was signed by Judy Niemeyer. Look at that. 2017. That's pretty darn awesome. Treasured Pearl. That's
Really?
pretty cool.
It was actually signed by the person?
Yeah, it was signed by the author. See?
Oh, that's cool.
Heck yeah. Look at that. This is pretty darn awesome. I'm trying to look more. Ooh. I'm not really one for applique, but in picture, it looks really cool. Holy moly, that's a lot of piecing, though. Wow. Really? Oh, no, that might be a different one with the applique. I don't know. Wow, it seems like a lot of piecing, though. It's all marked out.
You like piecing.
Oh, this would be cute. Placemats, look at those. Those are pretty darn cool. Yeah, there's lots of stuff in here.
And the placemat, one edge is rounded and one edge is pointy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's cool, yes.
Anyway, there's that book. Again, it's redesigned in red, white, and black.
How do you feel about paper piecing?
I actually don't mind paper piecing. It does take a lot longer to do, but it doesn't bother me to paper piece.
And we use phone book paper.
Yeah, and I use phone book paper most of the time for foundation paper piecing, but I won't be able to with this. I actually have to use a different kind of paper that I'm going to have to get for every time I print over at my neighbor's house. I have to get a little bit thinner of a paper. All right, the next thing in here is I have been wanting to do this pattern.
I want to read the card again.
I have been wanting to do this pattern for a very long time. I'm going to show you the version I have been wanting to do right here. I've been seeing this all over the internet for years. And I wanted to try to do it myself. You guys know that I like to just, you know, make my own spin on things. But for some strange reason, my mind was like, well, where is this supposed to be? At how many inches? I now have the pattern. Woot woot. Look at that. It's Antelope Canyon. And it's the pattern. And then it's the same pattern on the second one, Antelope Canyon, but the colorful version. That's so pretty. I can only imagine with a background and jelly roll strips. It takes jelly roll strips, actually. 1.5 inch and 2.5 inch. Wow, 40 different fabrics. There's a fabric key on the pattern.
What is the pamphlet?
The Antelope Canyon by Lori Schifrin. And the fabrics they used for the original this picture is Jason Yenter Textured Graphics. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So you know who you are, obviously. So thank you very much for these. I will definitely put them to good use, especially the pattern, because I've been wanting to make it for years. So maybe you guys will see a video of that in the future.
That's
I can't say when because I have a lot of time. I have a lot of things in a short period of time to do. So it's one of the things I'm going to do when I take my month off is kind of like figure out what I can film and when. I think I'm going to take Scott's advice and start putting it on the calendar. All right. Next is the box. Just put that over there. Again, ow, ooh, that hurt. Oh, okay. The box is that big. And well, you heard me straining, so let's keep those addresses out. came from Virginia. It's a long way to travel. Oh, look at this. You know, this is probably the best packing in a long time, because if it was raining or snowing anywhere on the way, ready?
Do you need a hand?
Oh my goodness.
You need
Anything
a
else?
hand.
Look at this. Holy guacamole.
Throw it around. There might be something breakable. I don't know. It looks like it's all fabric, but
It's taped even.
do you need a scissors?
No, I'm just gonna. Oh man, the bag ripped. Where do you find a trash bag this big? My goodness. All right. I'm just going to open this pile and go, ooh, patterns. A whole stack of them. Let's start with patterns because it's right on top. Spring snowball quilt pattern. And I'm just going to go by these quick. Star in a square, star in a square, table topper or wall hanging. Actually, my block on the wall is kind of like this, minus all that. My block on the wall that I did a long time ago. Everyone was like, what's that block on your wall? How do you make that? And I was like, well, then I'll just show you. So I actually made one. The video is actually called The Block on My Wall. An open gate one, hopscotch. Ooh, that looks really easy. That could be a video. Open gate one, Aurora Borealis. That looks pretty cool. Welcome to the neighborhood, fat quarter. Oh, it's houses. A fat quarter one. To do fat quarters. One called Water. That looks pretty simple. Cookie cutter quilt pattern. Garden Gala quilt pattern. Oh, this looks fun. It's kind of like simple looking. Spools, rolling spools. Let me get that straight. For jelly rolls. Maple Garden quilt pattern. These are some pretty good quilt patterns. Are they all the same person? Diana Bedwell. They're like really good paper quality patterns. Oh, there's another one in here. Fishing net. That's an interesting one. Looks very, very, very easy. Like I can do that in like an hour or less. Oh, wow. Look at all this. All right, let's just start grabbing. Here is a bundle of Valentines. If I just hold it right here, you guys could see everything that's here. Just like this. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can see all the fabrics just in one little area. Bam, look at that. Wow, there's so much in here. Ooh, a jelly roll. Fat quarter shop. Does it say what it is? Slide that over. Celestial. It's a Moda. See if I can't just like go like that. It's a Moda. It's a half roll. Oh, look. I don't take many baths, but it's a bath bomb. Actually, I don't take any baths because I have a stand-up shower.
You once in a while use the bathtub.
Yeah, once in a
have
while.
a bathtub in the other bathroom. She uses it.
And then a whole pile of these X scraps. The fabric has X's on them.
Plus, it smells really good.
Does it smell really good? Let me smell it.
Yes, it smells good. You might like it.
Oh, yeah, it does. Right through the package.
See? You might like that.
I might
bath
just
bomb.
have to take a bath or put it in the pool.
You could do that. I wonder what would happen if you do that.
But I haven't gotten in the pool yet. Oh,
Maybe your
here's some
fans are
more.
saying that we're smelly. Is that what they're getting at?
Right. My fans are telling me I'm smelly. Take a bath, Tiffany. There's a whole pile of scraps here. I'm just going to like drop them and I will clean them up. It's just a bunch of different fabrics. Kind of almost look like somebody was making masks, and these are the end cutoffs, you know, in the mask making process. Here's some more of those same exact scraps. These are definitely mask scraps because I had tons of mask scraps from people before, and I made the yeah, these are all exactly the same. I like this one. This is really I'm all about really bright and bold, and this is definitely perfect. It's totally tippy. I made the fabric train out of mask scraps from all sorts of people because a lot of people sent me mask scraps. So here's a pile of scraps with a, I don't know, about half a yard or so that it was wrapped inside of a green and polka dots, a Riley Blake fabric. I've had that before. Here is some scraps of that. Here's another pattern. Quilty calendar. Ooh, it's a quilty calendar. 2022. And it's still 2022. Look at that. So I could just open it to May and stick it right here. Because I didn't have a calendar in here. I have a clock, a Missouri Star clock, but I didn't have a calendar. Oh, man. Somebody's trying to tell me something. For English paper piecing.
Oh, okay. Those are cool.
Somebody's trying to tell me something. So that's a 2-inch hexie. And this is a 2.5-inch hexie. And I actually, hold on, let me grab it real quick. A long time ago, I went to a quilt store, and that was like some quilt stores have like a month thing where every month is a specific pattern or design. And I had gotten these little paper piece things, and I never did them, or English paper piecing, you know, because I don't hand sew. But I had gotten those a long time ago. All right, we got, must be a fat quarter maybe of that. I'm gonna put those down there. And then there's this must be all the same line because they're all like, they all look like fat quarters. So they probably are fat quarters. This is one thing. Look at how big that selvage is. That's a big selvage. So I could tell you actually, because it's all the same, I think. Something Miller. If you guys are curious. First Light. This is a 2021 line. Ruby Star Society. Yep, fat quarter. It's a fat quarter.
What's on it? Looks like bumblebees from here.
No,
oh, no,
it's flowers.
It's flowers. Okay.
You know, I don't see half the fabric lines that come out unless you guys send it to me. I don't know anything about anything. I know Tula when I see it, and I know K Facet when I see it. But, you know, I really don't know fabric lines. I don't know fabric lines.
We know Walmart fabric.
I know Walmart fabric. All right, and then here's
we use so much of it.
A couple little 5-inch square scraps. There is a spool of, is this Metler? Yeah, this is Metler. It's like a dove gray. Here is a chunk of a flowery thing. That's a pretty big chunk. Here is some strings, jelly roll strips, Those have the crosses on it. I'll probably have to put all those fabrics together into something. Here's some more strips of like a whatever. Here's another one. And here's some aqua polka dot scraps. Here is a white fat quarter. I'll put it down in the fat quarter pile. There is a purple polka dot, and it feels like there's, purple polka dot scraps inside of the purple polka dot. Somebody made something with polka dots, because here's yellow, pink, and red. Ooh, here is a whole Looks like it all goes together. There's teacups, mandala type things, but overlaid. Flowers and like a starflower. Purple. It's a baby light purple with flowers. Here's one with little stars. Here's a bigger green flower. There's a yellow and a pink of the same, and some triangles. And these look to be like fat quarters as well. So I'll just keep them together like that. What is this? Oh, hey, I think I saw somebody unbox something like this before. Like fat quarter shops or whatever. It's a pin cushion that looks like lipstick inside of this thing. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yep. All right. Here. Oh, here's another pattern. Here's one of those Villa Rosa designs button box.
It's a needle holder keeper or whatever.
Here. Oh, this is definitely something I may use. It is a pin magnet that's shaped like a kitty cat that goes on the front of your machine so you can throw your pins on it. But I don't have a spot that's magnetic. Oh, this part is. They all are magnetic, but I don't. It squeegees on or does it magnet on? I don't know, but it's cat shaped and I like it. Here is.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh.
A whole stack of scraps.
It's a suction cup. It just sticks on.
Okay. So all these right here.
The top is the magnet.
Are the same. Can you see? So those all go together. Then the rest of these scraps are from strips. They look like they all go together. You know, when I get stuff like this and it's people send their scraps and it goes together, I like to keep them together because that way I can make something small with those scraps. I'm very weird like that. That way it kind of matches, you know. Everyone says I'm so good with color. Well, technically my scrap stuff is made with, some of it's made with
they wovens?
Leftovers. These, yes, these are. These ones are.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, you can tell they are just by their shredding.
They are shredding.
Well, just by the way it's shredding, that's how you tell. They're single threads. There's a scrap. Oh, here's some. Ooh, hey, I needed these. Quilting needles. They're 9014s. Here's a scrap of like a blush pink with some stars. Yeah, they're little tiny plus signs or something. Here is a woven. You can tell by the selvage. Here's a white scrap. Here's some yellow strip scraps. Here is a chunk of Sincerely Yours by Sherry and Chelsea. It's a Moda. Here is this. It's about, I don't know, fat quarter size. Nope, it's fat eighths size. Here is stuff that looks like it goes together.
Stuff that it goes together. I like how you are. It's stuff that goes together.
I like, oh, this is a, oh, there's an orange one in there. Here is a pumpkins, blossoms, alphabets, numbers, pumpkin pie, harvest. So they they mixed in like fall stuff with the alphabet on fabric. That's funny. There's a cream. You guys can't tell, it looks white now. There you go. It's off-white cream, whatever. Here is a stack of, it looks like somebody made a purchase on So Yeah. That's how they come folded usually. But you never know. Maybe it's not.
Is that just X's on there?
Yeah.
Hey, T's on.
Hi, T. I saw Tucker was on too.
Yep,
Hi,
Tucker's
Tucker.
on. He came on
And
at the
this
beginning.
one is this a, oh, this is a paint palette, you know, like a little paint palette. The things they put on fabric these days, my goodness. There's some scrap of, you know, when you get the little paint brushes as a kid and you get the little book and you can paint it. That's
yeah, it's a little kid paint palette.
This one has, it's like a tone on tone.
Yeah, this is just X's.
Here's some polka dots. So there's a darker and a lighter. Pretty big pieces. Here is some more scraps. Scraps. Here's some postage, Valentine's Day. Some binding leftovers. Binding leftovers. Binding leftovers. A stack of, it all goes together, stars. See, I like stuff when they're scraps and they go together. There is a chunk of grunge. I love it. I like it because they're messy, and like this one has hints of purple in it. Can you see that? I never really buy it because it's too expensive. That's the only way I get grunge is when people send it to me. Look at that, so pretty. I love it. I don't know why I love it. My backyard patio table, the chairs out there, they've been in the sun for so long that they're naturally grunged, and they look like this, but obviously a green color, but they've naturally grunged just from sitting in the sun. I'm telling you, you stick something in the Arizona sun and it will do its thing. True. So here's another scrap that can go with those.
She ain't lying.
Here is a batik. I've actually have this exact same one right there in visible sight. So there's more of it. Yay. Here is a stripe. You know what these are good for? The diagonal stripes. This is diagonal stripes.
It's candy cane.
Is binding. There's not enough there. Here's, oh, so this could all go together because it is all Valentine type stuff. So I'm going to stick these together because that's Valentine stuff. We'll put it with the other Valentine stuff.
You can have candy
Here is a pretty green binding. Solid. Here's some scrap white and the green solid. So that here's a little piece of pink, which can go with that stuff over there for the Valentine's Day. Here is some more cutoffs. Again, it looks like mass cutoffs. Yeah. Ooh, more grunge with white scraps in the middle of it. Some purple. I mean purple. Aqua with blue. I got purple in my mind, guys. I'm telling you. We're getting close to the bottom of this tub. Some scraps of this. Some scrap of this. Some more of that. Some more of that, which are in that pile of the scraps. Oops, this one has more. 2 different prints in here. So it's the green version and the blue version. Here is orange, purple, blue, and dark orange of like cross whatever. What's the word for it? Like ripped and torn to look like woven almost.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
Regular fabric. There is another stack of big cuts. These all, I think all of these go together. These all can make something well like that one. None of them are different. They're all the same. So I'm going to put all these together in my scrap bin. Yeah, because they all go together. There were other piles that were in there. Here is some strawberries and some flowers. Ooh, I like this. I like the tie-dye looking fabrics too. So there's that. And then there's a yellow. And then there's little scraps of it. Oop, here's another little scrap of it. There is some more of that. Yep, some of this stuff did come from So Yeah. You know how I know? Because here's So Yeah's little number thing.
They kept the number on there for you.
So here's a green and a red of that scratchy looking stuff. So I'm going to keep all that together. White scrap, white scraps, white scrap. Oh, this is a tone on tone. It has pins on it. Let's see if I can get it to see. Right there. You see the pins? Look at those pins. All right, here is fat quarters, it looks like. Pretty blue. Pretty orange. Ooh, pretty purple. A lighter purple. And a lighter orange. Oh, there's more. There's more. A pink. I'm going to keep all these together. Put them in front of me. In front of me. Not in front of me. In front of me. A light green. A dark yellow. A light yellow. And a darker blue. So that goes with the lighter blue. So there's a dark and a light of every shade here. Dark and light. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right, that's going to go over there for
with
now.
all that.
Heck yeah. All right, here is a batik scrap that has
Ooh, is that whales on there? Or is that just a
whales.
design?
Yep, that's
I
whales.
like that. I like almost any animal design.
There is batik scrap. Batik scrap. Batik
Turn
scrap.
around, yeah. I want to see
There's-
both sides.
No, that's two pieces.
Yeah, I want to see both things. One's orca whales, or dolphins, maybe.
Batik scrap. Here's some more of that checky stuff. I'm going to put that with checky stuff.
How do you sort and store your fabric?
There will be a video
We'll
on
see.
how I
There you
sort and store. I've been working on it slowly to kind of pre-prep how I like, so that way these pile. I don't want the video to be like 500 hours long, so I definitely need to get most of the whatever situated. All right, here's a package of pins, of glass head pins from Eversone. Could always use pins that I never use. All right, here's 5-inch square scraps, 5-inch square scraps, 5-inch square scraps, 5-inch square scraps. So I keep all of these together. Why? Because this is probably a whole entire charm pack right here. Here is a, this is fossil fern, I think. Yep, that's what it is. Selvage is not on it. Oh, this is, I don't even know. There's no selvage to read. Yep, fossil fern. See, I know some fabrics because I like them. I was collecting them for a while, but I haven't used them yet. Maybe I should finally put them all together into one quilt. Here's another scrap strip. Here is a whole stack of, looks like fat quarters. So there's words, flowers, flowers, flowers. Oh, do I have to keep saying flowers? I just
Not
hope it.
often, no.
Ooh, this one's pretty. Purple and pink. Two lovely colors and the same thing. I like this one too because it's like, there's a word for it, like paint, whatever. Anyways. Ooh, this one's pretty. I like bright colors. I like bright colors. Here's one of those Ruby Star Society ones. I'm going to put that with the other ones when I finally do find it somewhere buried. Buried at the bottom. All right, next. Some buttons that are red, white, and blue.
Huh. Can't go wrong with those colors.
Just one. Is this one? One alpha blade.
That's okay.
One blade is better than no blades.
Darn right, you go through them.
Some more Universal 9014 needles.
You go through those a lot too.
Where did the other ones go? There's somewhere over here. Buried. Some more white scraps. Oh, here's some Sharps. Finest quality needles. These are very tiny ones.
You guys are staring at the pile. We're going to turn it so you can see the good.
They're for quilting. These things will barely fit around my fingernails. I mean, my fingernail is half the length of this thing. And then lastly,
what are they for then?
Oh, hand quilting.
Oh.
A whole stack.
Well, maybe you'll have to pay those forward then.
Yeah. All right, we got more buttons. Mug cozy. I guess this makes a mug cozy. I like little kits like that. There's a piece of blue. Trying to see. No, the mug cozy is just all on its own. And then this looks like to be. Is this all one thing? I'm gonna look real quick. It looks like all this right here makes a Rebs Fab Stash Flea Market pillow covers. So it makes pillow covers with one of those pre-pin. This must be the pillow. Yeah, hold on. I'll pull that out in a second. That must be the backside fabric, and that must be whatever. But it looks like it's a panel. Yep, it's a panel project. That's actually kind of cool. You know what I see when I see these little kits like this? I see content. All right, so I'm going to just stack it all nicely back together. Throw the thingy, put it back in the package, and call it content for later. All right. That was all of that. Can you put the box right here so I could just like swipe all this down into it, please?
Am I going to put it back in the bag?
No.
Oh, I can do that.
Fine, put the bag in the box.
Yes, I will put the bag in the box and I will put it all in there. You just calm down. Well, you did make a mess out of opening this bag, didn't you?
Yep.
Why don't you just take the tape off? It's carrying more.
All right. I'm going to try to keep all this stuff that matches together. And here we go. Oh.
Hey. Just open your next thing. Go away.
And go. Bam. All right. Thrift store stuff. What did I get at the thrift store the other day? Well, I could tell you one thing, but I can't show it to you because it's humongous. So we were at the thrift store and everybody kept sitting down on a couch. Not just any couch, a brown leather recliner couch. That's right. So we've been wanting to replace one of the couches in our living room. Nobody sat on it. It wasn't very comfortable, at least for us. And we've been wanting to get rid of it and replace it with something. But we can't afford lazy boy recliners, you know, because those are just way out of our price range. So we were at the thrift store and I made a couple purchases. But I'll show you those in a second. We sat on this couch after the one guy gets up and it's freaking comfortable. Like super comfortable. So me and Scott brought home a brown leather 2 recliners, so it's got a recliner on each side, couch for $20. $20, people. And it's it's not in pristine condition. It's used. It's a used couch, but it looks nice and it feels nice and it's already worn in all the right places for us. So we could get super comfy in it. So we've been hanging out in the living room now. We put it in front of the we have a bigger screen TV in the living room. It's like 56 inches or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
It's a bigger
55 or
screen than
something.
our, bedroom TVs. So we've been sitting out there now watching movies, relaxing on our reclining couch. But the only thing Scott's not liking it is like when we watch TV in bed, he could put his hand on me or hold my hand or, cuddly type stuff when you're a couple,
I put my hand on your butt. Just tell him the truth.
So on this couch, we're too far apart. It's like sitting in a Hummer, when you drive a Hummer and you're like so far apart, you're like spread. That's what it's like on the couch. So he can't like hold my hand or put his hand on my leg or he can't put his hand on my butt. But that's kind of cool though, because we could actually sit and be comfortable in the living room. And it's actually helping me sit upright instead of laying back in bed, especially because I eat in bed all the time. And that's probably like 45% of my stomach aches come from the fact that I like to sit and watch movies while eating in bed. But I mean, a lot of us do it. Shouldn't. So now I've been doing it. I've been eating on the couch, sitting on the couch in the recliner. So $20 got us a nice comfy recliner. And the only thing we had to do was borrow a truck to get it here because the thing was heavy. All right. But while I was at the thrift store, I always look at sheets, king and queen size sheets. Cotton sheets. This is like brand spanking new. You can see that it was just barely came out of a package. That's how new it was. So this was Pink Day, so it was half off, so less than $5. I got myself a nice, pretty purple, brand new cotton sheet. That's a king size. I use these for backs of quilts, so I know a lot of people, some people are against it, some people aren't, some people are like all for it. This is cotton fabric, guys, no matter what. It's under cotton sheeting, which is what you make sheets out of, but this is the back of a quilt. I don't know what quilt, but this will be the back of a quilt, and it's big enough. Then I went into the fabric aisle. They hang the fabric for $2.49. Look at these piggies.
The little pink piggies.
They're just like super adorable. I had to have it. So like seriously, it's like more than a yard too. It's hold on. It is 1 yard and 10 inches of beautiful piggies. Sometimes, you see something, you just have to have it. Well, this was that thing. So for $2.50, I got more than a yard of fabric. A yard and a quarter, technically, is what you would call it. And if you guys are curious, does it have anything on it that says where it's from? No, it does not. It has no identifying marks. It's just cute. So that'll go good on the back of a baby quilt or something.
Show them your leather or
Then,
vinyl or whatever.
When I was digging through the fabric, there was also this big chunk of vinyl. This vinyl they had hanging all wrong. They just kind of like bunched it up and put it on a hanger. So I just have to like lay it out flat and nicely to get some of these wrinkles out of it.
Well, ask them. Do any of the fans know how to get wrinkles out? We tried ironing it.
This is that fleece-backed vinyl
from the back and trying to use we put a fabric over it and tried to iron it, and we can't get the wrinkles out.
It's a pretty big darn chunk of it, so I can get at least like 2 bags from this, 3 bags from this, big bags. I can get like 5 little bags out of this, maybe even 10. But here's a nice big chunk of vinyl. I was thinking about hanging it on the clothesline in the sun, just putting the clips along the edge and just letting it hang there so that the sun can probably melt the wrinkles out of it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that'll work. No, that's what I'm saying. You ask your fans.
I got that, and that was $2.50, by the way. I paid $2.50 for that.
Maybe you want to never know.
Yeah, well, they could tell me. They can give me tips. And then I was digging through the other craft supplies, and I found a roll of vinyl. This is a pretty.
Says try using a hair dryer or blow dryer.
Oh, okay. This one has no wrinkles. It is rolled up, and a roll like this online. These rolls that are like 20 inches, but is this a 20 inch? This one's an 18 inch. These rolls I find online. These are like, I don't know, $30 to $45 for a roll of vinyl like this. And I paid $2.50 for it. Look at that. So I can make something out of this. It's like a pink, but it also kind of reminds me of a coral, like a pinky corally pink. So it's really pretty. So that's what I got at the thrift store along with our $20 couch. Didn't I get something else at the thrift store? Was that all I got? Yeah.
That's what you got.
And then I bought backing fabric. I've been needing 108. So the 25 patch block quilt. Next Wednesday, I'm going to load it on the long arm and we're going to get to quilting it. And I will do that live stream. I won't be able to get the whole quilt done in one live stream because it's very, very big. So I finally got my backing fabric. Want to see what I chose? Because it's my 25 patch block quilt. Ready? Bam! I had to buy 108. Isn't that so awesome? Because it's purple.
It came yesterday, but we decided we're going to do it next week, not today, because Tiff has a lot going on. It's
so pretty. So pretty. And it feels nice.
Yep, it actually showed up the day it was supposed to.
So that's going to be the black. That's going to be the black of the back of the 25 patch block quilt.
We got it from Marshall Dry Goods.
Yep, Marshall Dry Goods is where I bought it because that's where I get 108 because it's so much cheaper than anywhere else. And I like the feel of it. And once it's washed, it like seems stiff at first, which is actually good for the quilting on a long arm part. But after it's washed, it is soft. It's just as soft as any other cotton fabric. And then, do you guys remember my time-lapse scrap quilt that was on point? It was very popular. That video got a lot of views. So I made a whole entire time lapse of me making a scrap quilt. And there was this teal color that I used as my background color, you know, and then I just built my scraps around it. It's all time lapse. Well, quilt is like, I think it's 99 by 110 or something. It's really big. But I really wanted the teal. So I got the teal to back it because I wanted the back to match the front, and I will also bind it with the leftovers of the teal. Like, I love this color. Isn't this so pretty? Like, it's so bright. And on the screen, when you buy it on Marshall Dry Goods, it does not look this vibrant. When you get it in person, it's vibrant. And this is our second purchase. The first one was the teal, but it wasn't the right teal. I had to wait for them to get this teal in stock, and I wanted this teal. So I ordered this. And these are 108s, so I like this. But yeah, the screen doesn't show the true color, so when Scott went to order the teal again for me, it was the wrong one. So that's what I got from Marshall Dry Goods, is those. And then that's it. That's all I got. Nothing else. I made my son a shirt. Can't show you. It's posted on my personal page. I'll have to post it in the Facebook. You guys will like it. I'll post it in the Facebook.
How much yard is 108?
108 is 108 inches is 3 yards. And then I buy 4 yards of it because most of my quilts are like 100 to 106 by, you know, most of my big quilts are by like 115, 118. So I buy 4 yards so that I have that extra and load it in. I load it on the long arm in length. And then anything left over I use for anything else, like other projects.
How much?
Oh, isn't it $7.99 a yard or something like that?
Something like that. They have a shipping fee too, but yeah. if you buy a lot of it, it depends. Sometimes they waive the shipping fee on certain things, and other things, if you buy a ton of it, they don't raise their shipping fee.
Yeah.
Depends on what you buy. Marshall Dry Goods is a little confusing at times.
Yeah, but I buy 4 yards of 108 and the $7.99 a yard. So it's actually cheaper than buying 108 from anywhere else. And I just get the Marshall Dry Goods brand stuff. You know, they sell everything else. They sell Andover and Benartex, and
I just had to buy you regular
Kaufman,
fabric too. White.
Yeah.
You ran out of white.
And he just ordered me some white fabric too, which was yesterday, and some bobbin I mean, thread buddies. I needed thread buddies because I have all these.
Marshall Dry Goods.
Yeah.
That was from Walmart.
Yeah, I needed thread buddies for my spools of thread because they're all open and there's just thread everywhere. So I bought some thread buddies to go on.
And Amazon, we got stabilizer.
Yep, and then I ordered embroidery stabilizer for t-shirts because, well, you know, I plan to make a lot of different t-shirts, and so far I've screwed some up, so I definitely need the proper stabilizer. So I got some no-show mesh. And then yesterday I long arm quilted a quilt and finished it and bound it. While I was long arming, I was embroidering, making tags. So I'm just gonna like kind of show you the outside. I bound 3 quilts yesterday and made embroidery tags and long arm quilted. So you can tell I was in a good mood yesterday. So just so that you guys can get a preview, this is what I did yesterday. So each of them has a tag. Each of them is quilted. And I'll just show you. There'll be pictures. I'll post them in the group. So it says Tiffany Groff Quilting Designs. And this quilt, I named it the Slice Up because, well, obviously I sliced up my Jelly Roll Race quilt to make this. And then this is the Leftovers. So again, I made this little tag. I like hanging tags for small quilts. And I'm playing with all the different fonts. And this one's called the Leftovers because this little baby quilt that I've showed you guys already is the leftovers from this big huge quilt that I made on a live stream, or I mean on a Zoom with Becca. So I made this on a Zoom with Becca, and it's quilted with every single flower I know how to quilt. I just started quilting all sorts of flowers. You can see I'll post pictures in the group of my finished projects. I just haven't got to it yet. But flowers, and then connecting it all is just leaves. So I have every kind of flower I know how to possibly quilt. And this one, because all the prints are flowers and everything, and then the backing fabric is this. But there's my tag. It's called the Flower Garden. And I needed something to go in the blank spot, so I actually embroidered a star to go with it. So I make corner tags for these. And this is one quilt. I never do this, but this quilt, the backing is this. I actually took the time. Here's the seam. I took the time to line up the backing fabric. So from far away, you really can't tell, but up close, it's like maybe 1/8 of an inch, and then it gets even, and then it doesn't, and then it does, and yeah. So as you can see, all my different flowers. And it was very weird. Like my brain kept wanting to do the same flower, and I was like, no, no, no. And I'd have to stop myself just so that I could make sure I quilt every single flower I know how to possibly quilt in one quilt. And this is a big quilt too. This is a twin or full.
Tell them those are for sale.
Yep, and they'll all be for sale. They'll be listed in my Etsy shop as soon as we're ready to get them posted.
Well, they're all for sale quilts, but they're not going to go on Etsy for another month because we're kind of, Etsy's a little weird at the moment.
Yeah, Etsy hasn't been getting back to us about some stuff, so with random fees.
They won't be on Etsy for a little while, but they are all for sale.
But I did that yesterday. Oh my goodness. I had just a busy day, and I still managed. Okay. I row in the pool, not in the pool, but from outside the pool. I take the net, you know, that you clean, and the skimmer, that's the word. I take the skimmer and I use it like I'm rowing, and then I turn my body and I row, and it actually helps.
Are your flowers hexagons?
My flowers?
Yeah, the ones you just showed, the flower quilt. I don't know.
No.
Are the flowers just shown hexagons?
No. Are you talking about the border fabric?
I'm not sure what she's asking.
No. No hexagons. Just lots and lots of quilting. Anyway.
And explain fully what 108 fabric is for the new people.
For those that are new to
there,
quilting, have you ever made a quilt? So here's a quilt top, for example, because this is my next quilt top to do. You take a quilt top, and your top finishes, because you wanted to make a king size, it finishes at 100 by 106. Well, you either have to piece 9 yards of fabric together, 3 long strips of 9 yards, 3, 3, and 3, to have your 108 by whatever, or you can buy a fabric that has no seams, which is called 108, and it's a continuous piece of 108 inches. And then if you buy 3 yards of it, it's continuous of 108 inches. So there's no seams, no piecing. You just either load it on the long arm or pass it to your long armor or lay it on the floor and baste your quilt and quilt it all on your own. So 108 is just a simpler way to load, quilt, and whatever without having any seams on the back. So, and I tend to make big quilt tops all the time. It's go big or go home from my room here. So I use a lot of 108 because
it's 108 inches wide by however long you want it.
So this is folded. See how long it is? Like on a bolt, bolts aren't this big. So it's actually folded up in 4s. So there's 4 sections here. See, so there's 2 here and 2 here. There's the end fold right there. So it's folded in 4. So it's one continuous 108 inches wide. So I prefer to buy 108, and honestly it's cheaper than buying 9 yards of a different kind of fabric. I mean, there's less choices in 108, but a lot of designers are starting to put their fabric lines in 108s as well. But it's limited to the prints, but it's better than having a bunch of seams across the back, especially on something that's super humongous. So that's what 108 is. It's so much easier just to use 108 for me.
Was the backing on one of them hexy? That's what another person said. Maybe
no,
that's what
they're
she meant.
Oh no, they're
the backing.
They're elephant circles. They're little elephants in their circles. So there's a blue and turquoise and pink and light pink. Yep, they're elephants across the back of this. And see, like on something like that, instead of me having pieced the back and trying to line it up, because, it would have looked weird if I would have just pieced it together and then had half circles. So I lined it up. You wouldn't have to worry about having to buy extra fabric, because some fabric is every 23 inches is the repeat. So I would have had to keep trying to line it up right if it was like a different print with big flowers or something and you want it to line up. That takes a little while, and it did take me a good, 20 minutes to pin the back in the right. Me and Scott did it on the living room floor. We pinned the back while lining it up so that I could sew it, and I still ended up off. A 108 stops that, so you don't have to worry about trying to line up fabrics to make sure that they match depending on what you choose for the back of your quilt. So, all right, well, that's it. That's my mail, and that's my thrift store stuff and my shopping purchases. And my finished stuff from yesterday. Like, I was really in a mood yesterday, so I got a lot done.
They want to see your 2-ton comfy couch.
You guys want to see my comfy couch? Let's go out to the couch.
Yes.
It's a disaster right now, though. We tried putting sheets over it because Thumper doesn't have claws. He can't ruin our leather couch. But when I sit on a leather couch wearing shorts, my body sticks to it like a... Because we get sweaty. We live in Arizona, so leather is not always the best for Arizona. But it's covered in sheets, and it looks like a 1970s hippie tent out in our living room.
When it's 120 outside, it gets hot.
So let's go see my wonderful couch.
The elephant circles were on the fabric. Lady asked how you made the elephant circles.
All right.
I'll turn the lights on. You just read the comments.
Ready?
He's on the couch. Whoops. Look at him. Look at his big butt.
He's just sitting there licking. So, I mean, it's a really nice leather couch, guys. Look. You can tell that it's been used,
Both sides are
but there's no no stains. It's got a couple little, spots like from wearing, but all in all, it's actually in amazing condition, and
it reclines.
It has these little thingies right here on the side, and I just sit in it. I'm ready. Look at that. And I can just lean back and watch me and Becca on TV.
Show 'em the cat.
It's awesome. And then Thumper, it took him a minute to get used to it. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I don't like cat hair on stuff, so I cover everything in sheets. Hi. You want to say hi to your fans?
Yes, he has as many fans on here. Mr. Fluffbutt.
Oh, he's going to purr. You want a close-up? Say hi, everybody. You're enjoying the leather couch, though, huh? Tell all the fans that you are liking laying on it because it's a little bit cooler, huh? Even with the sheets. Just a boy. Just a boy. So, that is our wonderful, and I've made a ton of pillows for this couch too, by the way, for all of our couches. But yeah, I mean, it's in great condition. For $20, guys, we weren't gonna pass that up. We just had to get a truck to get it, But that is our thrift store couch. And it's comfy. It's been a long time since we've had a new couch in our house. Well, new to us, at least.
Well, we asked all the guys that were sitting on it too, because
everybody in the store was sitting on it, waiting for their wives. It was funny.
So we asked all the guys what they thought of it, and they're just like, "Well, it's comfy enough for me to sit on."
Yeah. So we're like, and then Scott was like, because they have the Goodwill has the military discount day, which is like what, Sunday or Saturday or something. And I told Scott, I was like, the last time I was here, I came back like with Alexa,
Tuesday,
and it was all what we were looking at was gone. So I had a feeling it wouldn't be there. So
Tuesday was the senior day. So if we would have waited till the next day, because we bought it on Monday, we could have used our neighbor who we borrowed the truck. But Tiff didn't think it would be there the next day because everyone in the store was sitting on it, literally. Yeah. So for $20, I didn't complain with her. I just bought it.
Yep. So we bought it. But it's nice and it's comfortable. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get off of here because I have a quilt back to make, which is going to require some extra tender love and care with some embroidery. And yeah, I just have some things to do and get done while I'm in this awesome, happy mood, because I was in this mood yesterday as well. Maybe it's the new couch and sitting on it, Maybe sitting upright is actually a good thing for me. All right, guys.
Okay.
I'm going to go, and I don't know when I will be live again or post a video, because I have been trying to get things done, and then just without recording, it goes so much faster. So I'm going to let you all go, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, because now we're over the hump as of today. And that's it. That's all I got. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe somewhere down here if you're new, and then ring the bell to get notifications when I'm live. And, that way you can find me on Sundays when I do So Sunday at 5 p.m. Bye, everybody.
Bye.